The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
So, step 1. Take his crew. Miranda is someone that revolts Shepard from her mentality, but she is obviously very highly regarded by the elusive man in Cerberus. So, take the asset from him. You could shoot her, but that's just gonna, blow her cover. So, what's a better way? Convert her. Bring Miranda and everyone that she can to her side, so that when she makes her move on Cerberus, she moves with you. Oh, hey Tribal, thank you. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. So she's going to start a campaign of conversion, because she really likes the idea that when she moves on Cerberus, she takes some of their best people with them.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
Her eye's gonna twitch. People lost their lives on that station because you said they were expendable. It's fine. Keep it calm.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Must be calm. Must not shoot in boob. Alright,
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
she's not gonna say that. She could never bring herself to say that.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
We could do both. It's possible to do both.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
So, this is what's gonna be so hard for me in this playthrough. Every time I've ever played Mass Effect 2, I've always been like hard-nosed. I didn't join Cerberus. I mean, we may have common goals, but I am not one of you. But she is too. She's playing the part. Oh, this is gonna be so hard for me.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
I mean, and that's fair. She knows she can't just do an about face and be like, I love Cerberus, right? She's got to kind of slowly ease into it and be convincing. And I think same for here. She's not going to just... It's going to be weird if she just completely about faces, so...
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
I can't imagine why. Also, keep in mind that when she died 2 years ago, Cerberus was still generally a relatively unknown. They've only been publicly facing for the past 2 years or so.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
You said you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules. But there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Yeah, okay, just gonna put this out there. So does the Alliance. I mean, if it's anything like the real military, in life, you know, if a colony goes missing, the military just goes and finds out what happens. The deliberating might come later, but I get what he's saying, and I get for the narrative of the story, they've been dragging their feet, but I'm like, it's not like the military isn't able to respond quickly. But Shepard, despite herself, is starting to like Jacob. He's very honest, and his reasoning is flawed, but she can understand. Like, from Shepard's point of view, Cerberus is a terrorist organization that either finds like-minded individuals or brainwashes unlike-minded individuals. And Jacob's reasonings seem good-intentioned, right? He wants to make a difference. He felt like he wasn't in the Alliance. She can understand that. He joined Cerberus. Maybe they spun him a tale, and maybe he fell for it. Not an evil man. Maybe gullible. Who knows? But still, despite herself, she finds herself not hating him.
That's all for now.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, it's a good point, Makashi Master. No, Shepard does not think that way. Shepard does not think, oh, this one will be easy to convert, this one will be hard to convert. Yes, vengeance is definitely on her mind, and yes, it is causing her to bend a lot of morals at the moment, but she still sees people as people. Like, I think on an underlying layer, like almost on a subconscious layer, she is sizing them up to see how easy they will be to convert. And no, even on a conscious layer, those are thoughts she's having, but they aren't just tools, they are people. And really, at the end of the day, that's what separates Shepard from someone like the Elusive Man. Yes, she wants to convert them. Yes, she's seen how easy or hard it would be, but not just as a means to an end, right? Alright, we leveled up. Mission summary, import bonuses. I'm not going to read all this stuff. Grenade launcher and some credits.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The Elusive Man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Yes, so Shepard has had time to think and solidify and recover. She is, her current state of mind, a low burning flame. She's pissed that she's alive. Like, she can't deny it now. She's pissed that she's alive. She should be dead, and she expects to die very soon. But she also has purpose now. She wants to tear Cerberus apart, and she knows it's not going to be easy, and it may not be fast. So she needs to do what must be done. And at the moment, that means focusing on the task at hand, which is determining if the Reapers are here. So she is going to push her emotions down and focus on the mission and the Reapers. And also, Sam, the Zone of Truth is not just ask me any question, but ask me any question and have me thoroughly answer it. So you could ask me a complex question, and I'll take the time to make sure I answer it to the best of my abilities.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. And we've got no target to go after.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
That's good. That's good.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Alright, first things first. Let us level up. I'm going to throw 2 points into this. Okay. You are going to get lots of... Ooh, actually... Yeah, I'm going to put as much as I can into this. Okay. Because that increases my weapon damage by 7.5% as well. And then... ooh, I should put myself on stream mode. Ha ha ha. There we go. Give me a second. Alright, and then I'll put into Overload. Jacob. Let's give you incendiary ammo for now. And then we'll just give you 2 ranks there as well. Alright. Alright, so look at this, guys. I got my assault rifle. I don't really like the Avenger that much, but once I get the Maddock, which I don't know when I get, because in the original you just get it automatically, and I don't know if I'm going to get that or not. But, oh, it won't be sexy. Actually, go ahead and get those both up and running. Let's go.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
So, like I expected, the graphics do somewhat impress me. Like, their uniforms certainly still impress me and all that. The facial textures are nice, but it seems less impressive than Mass Effect 1, only because Mass Effect 2 already looked really good. There's just less to improve.
Strange.
Right?
No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
So it's a weird disconnect in that Mass Effect 2, this version definitely looks better than Mass Effect 1. But I was more impressed with 1 because the leap was bigger. I don't remember if there's anything over here. So I'm going to be careful and explore again, because it has been about a year or 2 since I've played Mass Effect 2. I don't remember the last time I played it. It's been a while. Hello. Thank you.
Hey, Doc. I like fender specs.
Strange. Security systems were stable at the other colony. Attack right back.
Enemy down!
Go.
Hostiles to the right! Shoot them before they take out your shields.
Yeah, you don't say. Warp him.
Night-night.
Get some cover, guys.
Going to cover!
Oh, there's a guy there. Whoa! That was close. Both Jacob and Miranda are down. That's fine. That's cool. Haha! Insanity! Whew. All right. So, an interesting thing, much like with Mass Effect 1, the beginning of the game can be far more dangerous than the end of the game because I don't have upgrades, and the enemies, like, those mechs always have that level of health. So, they're much easier to kill later on when I have better gear than at the start of the game. It's kind of a weird disconnect. Dreidel to dreidel, copyright to copyright. Tootsie roll to tootsie roll, and paddles to paddles. There we go. Okay.
Incoming!
Whoops. Out of the way, Miranda. Miranda!
Shields are down.
Oh my god. Jacob! Get out of the way!
Please reconsider your aggressive attitude.
Jacob! Alright. They do explain Wilson's betrayal, yes. In one of the DLCs. So I can't really go into it just yet.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
Oh. And here's where it starts going downhill. Shep needs to make it look like she has joined Cerberus, that she is a willing toady for them.
I know Cerberus has a bad past, but they're the only group investigating these missing colonies. The Council turned its back on humanity. I haven't.
Tali, you aren't seriously considering trusting Cerberus?
No, I'm trusting Shepard. And besides, we could use the help. One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship.
Damn right.
Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
It was nothing personal. Miranda. Oh, Shepard's struggling so hard.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Oh, it's good to see you, Tally. Like, that's helpful for Shepard to see Tally again. To make sure, know she's okay. Even if it's in bad circumstances and she had to lie to her. She doesn't think the Council's turned its back on humanity. She's also not sure Cerberus is the only one doing anything about this. She just needs to put up a front.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of it.
Make activity.
They threw my shields!
Get off me. Let's see. Tootsie Roll, the Tootsie Roll. Copyright to copyright. Dreidel to dreidel, and paddles to paddles. There we go. Pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, come through.
Use overload on them.
Whoa. Miranda, overload.
Got him! Down! Shotgun!
There we go. Oh.
Overload again.
I'm here!
With you.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on, we can still catch them.
Yeah, we should have expected this, because you're freaking Cerberus, and no one trusts you. She wouldn't say that. She wouldn't say any of that. Nope. I'd say it, though. Damn right you should expect people not to trust you, because you're untrustworthy. Stop it.
Got no shields!
Your gun! Got him! Target down!
Affirmative.
Yeah! Sir, target down! Got him. Dropped him!
I want to use all my ammo.
Hurry, Shepard. We're inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
It's a very good question, Tribal. A very good question. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
Understood.
Grabbing cover!
Alright, first hard fight of the game. Oh. That's never fun to see.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
I know, poor guys.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Yep. You said it. Alright, overload.
Overload will take out their shield.
See how fast my shield went down? Good lord. Give overload back.
Here goes.
How little that did. Oh, Jacob. Jacob, buddy. How about you find cover? And you're dead. Use your warp again. I'll use a med gel.
We'll put them down.
Shield could fail.
Nice.
Get him low!
There we go. Woohoo! No juice today, I think. Or at least not right now. Oh man, wouldn't it be so great if I could get through the whole 12-hour stream without having to drink the punishment juice? Woo! Here's the problem, Diamond. Probably not, no. For two reasons. One, this is Cerberus. They're probably always listening somehow. They probably always have spies somewhere. And two, what if she drops the facade and then somehow it slips? Like, nothing is more important to Shepard right now than tearing Cerberus apart. Not her mission, not her friends. Nothing. So no, she would not risk getting exposed in any way, shape, or form, even by confiding, say, in Tali when they're alone. It's too dangerous. It's too risky. What if Tali gets interrogated or accidentally lets something slip? She wouldn't do it, which is really not good. That's not good. Our poor damaged Jaden.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Okay. Okay, to the loading bay. Sorry, all the Quarians that died.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Have to hide. Mechs will protect. Swarms coming.
human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Excuse me, I'm stretching.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his Enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the Elusive Man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
Yeah, no. She is not letting Cerberus get their hands on Vitor. The man is traumatized, he is hurt, and she is not going to let them suffer in Cerberus's hands. But, also, she wouldn't mind having someone she can trust with her.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
So, yeah, I mean, she wants to be a Cerberus cheerleader, sure, but also she's not going to let them get their hands on someone else.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
So, this has made it hit home for Shepard. Like, she's been so focused on Cerberus, right? But seeing this reminds her, oh, right, Reapers.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
Oh.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the Collectors getting from these deals?
The Collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army, or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the Collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
She wants to push back a bit. She wants to show not only she's not 100% under his thumb, because he would expect her to, but also she wants her team back. Hey, Hatsune, how's it going?
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Caden Alenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Interesting.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Okay, but I can commit to it. Downloading songs for Clone Hero. Nice.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
And last but definitely not least...
Where's Liara Tisani?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
The Shadow Broker, you say? Shepard has some interest in the Shadow Broker. They might, they owe her a favor. And maybe they could help with this. Interesting.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Mordin Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
not gonna push rock the boat. Just play along. And obviously, even Shepard understands that makes sense.
Sounds good. And what else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
This part always gets me.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
I always love that. It's so cool. And probably heartwarming to Shepard, because she was attached to the Normandy, right? Shepard's one of those commanders that gets attached to her ship. I guess I didn't really talk about that much in Mass Effect 1, but she's like Mal in Firefly, right? She loved the Normandy. It was like part of her crew. Seeing it back and getting Joker back especially, whew. Very nice to have, but also brings up problematic thoughts that we'll get into in a second. Did I get all the credits? Yeah, I got all the credits. Good. No. Definitely she gets attached to the ship like Joker does. Maybe not quite like Joker does, but same concept. Shepard very rarely sees the people and things under her command as just tools. Wow, it's darker in here. I like it. It's a lot darker in here. Like, in the original game, everything was all bright colors or bright lights. I like the darker tone.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
And without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Her first instinct is an AI made by Cerberus.
Shut that thing down. I don't want it on my ship.
Have I offended?
Shepard spent a great deal of time fighting rogue AI. Geth, mostly. Plus that incident with the Alliance's Hannibal system on Luna.
Your distrust is logical, Shepard, unlike the irrational mistrust of most humans. However, I am no threat to you or anyone else. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
So, like, that was Shepard's instinctual reaction. However, Edie brought up a good point. She is being irrational. Yes, this was built, well, not irrational per se, but yes, this was built by Cerberus. Yes, she's fought lots of AIs that are bad, but she needs to play it safe, and she needs more information. Don't make quick assumptions, right? Always learn more information before you make assumptions. So Shepard's like, maybe I didn't handle that the best.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Galaxy map, private terminal, armory, elevator, captain's quarters, tech lab. Yes, yes, yes. I know about all this stuff. No, but like in the original Mass Effect 2,
welcome aboard, Commander.
This was just nothing but bright white lights like an office building. I'm really digging the darker atmosphere of it. I'm a low light environment guy. Like, in fact, if I wasn't streaming right now and needed the extra lights, I'd have nothing on my room but Christmas lights at the moment, because I like low light environments. Shepard has had one hell of a day, and before she does anything or talks to anyone or does anything, she is going to her room for a bit. She's been told where the captain's quarters are. She's going up there. She's like, I need to rest. Just maintain a holding pattern, basically, until I figure out what we're doing. Hello. Wow. And she sees this here.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
It looks like there's an aquarium. There's a restroom in here. Alright, we don't need that. There's a picture of Liara. Oh. And that's something Shepard's gonna have to sort through. We're gonna take this in order. Right now, Shepard looks around. She ensures that no one's gonna disturb her. She... Where's the one I like? This one. This is my song. And she goes into a corner and she crouches down. And she probably cries for a good hour. And who could blame her? My God, what a shitty day. She's alone, no one's watching her, she breaks down. Everything that she's been holding in, everything that she's been keeping under check for the past 12 hours just comes out. She was dead, and more to that, she was happy to die, and now she can't deny it, she can't hide it from herself that she was wishing for death. It was always kind of there, but now it's in her face, and she has to confront the fact that maybe, just maybe, she didn't get into that escape pod with Joker because she didn't want to. And she has to go and process that because she has to deal with the fact that in her mind she is pissed off. She is angry right now that she's alive. And that is not good. Give me 1 second, Atheist. I'll redeem that in just a moment. She has to reconcile the fact that she was brought back by Cerberus, that she is on a Cerberus vessel working with Cerberus people. To achieve a vengeance that she knows people don't want her to do. Her mom? I imagine in the next few hours, Shepard goes to her terminal probably no less than 6 times to message her mother. And she can't do it. She can't bring herself to do it because What's she going to say? Hi, Mother. I died. I was happy I died, but now I'm back to life, and now I'm working with the very people who killed your husband. And I'm gonna bring him down, but you know, I'm working with them. She can't do it. She feels guilty. She knows deep down that she is compromising a lot of who she is to do this. I mean, what is she gonna help Cerberus accomplish when she does this? Who's she gonna hurt? What's gonna happen? How far is she gonna take this? And she doesn't even know. She doesn't even know the answer to that question. How could she talk to her mom? So she'll come back to the corner and cry some more. On top of that, how many crewmates did she lose? I know the number, but let's just give it a rough estimate. More than a dozen crewmates when the Normandy died. You saw what happened when she lost one, and when she lost Jenkins, and when she lost Alenko. Now she's lost more than a dozen that she feels personally responsible for. She feels like if she had been more alert, if they had known, whatever the case is, she's unjustly blaming herself for their deaths. And you pile all that on top of this, and then now the picture of Liara. She has to figure out what she feels about Liara. It's been 2 years. Liara has to have moved on. They weren't that close. They liked each other, but it's not like Liara loved her. I mean, how could she? They were only together for a bit, and Shepard was probably neglectful, and no, she's moved on. This is for the best. Liara has moved on. She's found someone that she deserves. That's fine. And that thought hurts Shepard because she realizes that a part of her really, really misses Liara. But she's convinced herself it's fine. Liara's moved on. Liara didn't love her. It was just a thing, and Liara's probably better off now. But all of this as she tries to process as she sits there and cries alone in her room. Because she may be Shepard, she may be the first human Spectre, and she may be a war hero, but she's also human. Alright. Atheist wants me to answer a book for the Book of 3,000 Questions. Question number 2066. Or 2,666 is a big difference. 2,666. Let's see. Yes. What's your favorite thing to do when couch surfing? What? Watch TV. Like, who wouldn't answer it that way? I like to watch TV. Well, more specifically, like movies or YouTube or Netflix or something. But what else do you do when you're couch surfing? What a weird question. All right. Mark that as complete. So, I'd say a good 6 hours pass. A few hours of crying, a few hours of trying to message her mom and not being able to, and then a few hours of sleep. And that's when Shepard gets up. I don't really need to go to the terminal here. And she goes to the restroom. She splashes some cold water on her face, takes a shower maybe, right? She prepares. She's like, okay, all right. We need to prioritize here. We need to have a serious reality check. Look, she's got a mirror. That's cool. I like the mirror. We need a reality check here. I'm doing this to take down Cerberus, but the Reapers are. If the Reapers really are connected to the Collectors, and the Collectors are taking human colonies, and the Council's not doing anything about it, that doesn't make sense. Why isn't the Council doing anything about it? I need answers. I need to know what's going on here, because if the Council isn't doing anything about this, Shepard needs to. She doesn't want to. Shepard doesn't want to be alive right now. Like, seriously, at this moment, in the last game, it was like, God, if I don't come back from the mission, that's fine. In this game, it's, I shouldn't be here. I should be dead. And she feels like somehow she's cheating or done something wrong that, like survivor's guilt in the worst way. But before she goes again, because she's at this moment very convinced that she's going again, She needs to make sure that things are on track. She needs to go talk to Anderson. She needs to figure out what's happening here. Then, once she talks to Anderson, then she'll figure out her next step. She doesn't know what she's doing here. So, she's going to go to the Citadel first. But, first things first, she's going to start reading messages. Because she's got a lot of messages to read. And hey, the first message on her machine. Once, on the off chance the rumors are true and you actually are alive, I need you to come talk to me at the Citadel. A lot has changed in the last 2 years. You put me on the council. It's only fair you be allowed to speak for yourself from what we've been hearing. Okay. So, that even helps with what she was planning to do. Elusive Man, Shepard, we've reached an agreement with the veteran mercenary Zaid Masani. You may know the name Zaid has been involved in some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus systems, and is feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. I felt you might need a man with his skills on your mission, so I arranged to have him join you. You will find him on Omega, where he's wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fee, I've taken care of that personally. Lost contact with survey ship. Project Firewalker. Commander, the MSV Rosalie had a survey ship with Cerberus connections has gone missing. The survey team was field testing new prototype, the Hammerhead Planet-Side Exploration Rover, in addition to scientists Dr. Manuel Case and Dr. Robert Alloy are aboard the MSV Rosalie and conducting research for us. We need you to find the ship, his survey team, and the doctors. The MSV Rosalie was last seen near the planet Zenoa. Okay, nice. Normandy crash site located. Commander Shepard, our scans in the Amada system have turned up something we thought you should see. The final location of the wreckage of the SSV Normandy. Oh, it's from Admiral Hackett. Okay. We thought this news might be important to you, but we also have an ulterior motive. The Alliance would like to honor the Normandy with a monument to be built on the site of the ship's final resting place. We'd like to invite you to place the monument and to be the first to walk on the site. There are still 20 crew members unaccounted for from the attack on the Normandy. If you find any signs of these lost crewmen, we ask that you report to the Alliance so that those heroes' families might find some closure. Godspeed to you, Commander. Oh, she's not ready to deal with that? Nope, not ready to deal with that. Alright, Recon HUD. It occurred to our armor technicians that you may not want to show your face everywhere you go. They sent by a hood that Cerberus issues to covert operative. It has additional microframe functions that you may like. The hood is in your quarters, okay? Project Overlord. Shepard, one of our cells just went off the grid without explanation. Project Overlord has been experimenting with highly volatile technology, and I need you to investigate. Their work is extremely compartmentalized. There we go. Enough that I can't divulge the operational details over this channel. You'll find them on planet Ait, Typhon system, the Phoenix massing cluster. Please use care in this matter. Arc projector. Shepard, we recently had an incident involving the Geth at one of our outposts in the Skelian Verge. Don't worry, I'm not sending you to chase anything down. Our operatives waged a highly successful battle against the Geth scouting party and credited their success to a new advanced electrical attack device we finally let them take out of the lab. Since their unit has been reassigned for some of the rest of relaxation, I thought you should take custody of the weapon in the meantime. The weapon is called the Arc Projector. I sent it to the Normandy's Armory so you can examine it for yourself and use it if you deem it worthy. It's gone through plenty of tests that indicate it overloads kinetic barriers and synthetic enemies particularly well, but the laboratory demonstrations are a poor substitute for the actual field reports. We know it works. We want to see what it can do in the right hands. If all goes well, we'll use your tactics to train other operatives, okay? Rendezvous with Kasumi Goto. Shepard, at great cost and effort, we have tracked down the master thief Kasumi Goto and convinced her to work with you. Very few people have ever heard of her, and fewer can claim to have seen her in person. She is unequal to stealth and infiltration, and her skills will prove invaluable on your mission. Travel to Zakara Ward on the Citadel. There you will find a special ad terminal that differs from the usual input password. Silence is golden to begin the rendezvous. Ascension Final Services, your account. Hello. Hello, Commander Shepard. Thank you for submitting your updated medical documentation. Your status was changed from deceased to alive. After deducting modest administration fees for closing the file, the subsequent change in status and the reactivation of your account, you have a remaining balance of 100,000 credits. I had 9,999,999 credits. What are you talking about? 100,000 credits after modest fees. Oh, I love it. That's wonderful. Oh, man. All right. Oh. How much money do I have right now? I have 173,000. Alright, so first things first, we're going to talk to our crew. We're going to get to know everyone on the ship because A, we've got a mission to do, and B, we've got to start turning them against the elusive man. So we'll go to Combat Information Center, and then we're going to head to the Citadel to talk to Anderson and figure out what the hell's been going on. Why is this happening? I've got shit to do. I can't deal with this right now, Anderson.
Joker would like to see you up on the bridge, Commander.
Yes, that's nice, but who are you?
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I don't understand. She doesn't look right. Maybe it's the lower lighting? She doesn't look like Kelly.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Ms. Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound.
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
Not only does she want to get on everyone's good sides, also, that's just a really smart thing to do. Like, Shepard's like, wow, that's actually clever. But I want to stress this here. Shepard is bending a lot of her morals and has some problems, yes. Yes, she wants to strip everyone away from Cerberus and tear Cerberus down. But these are her crew. And I've told you guys before how Shepard operates. If you are not her enemy and you are on her crew, she wants to take care of you. Very quickly, she is learning to attach, or will be learning to attach to these people. Now, will they take priority over revenge? But they are not just tools to her, and they never will be.
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
Huh.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I would love to tell you about how Cerberus tortured Tombs, and how Cerberus killed Admiral Kahoku, and how Cerberus unleashed Thorian creepers and Rachni, and how they murdered my father. But no, I'm just gonna ask if you're happy here.
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
Your trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Thank you, Shepard. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Nope.
I better go.
Okay.
Not at the moment.
Maybe we'll talk later.
I'm gonna miss flirting with you, Kelly. I'm gonna miss it. Running.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Shepard has to keep up the facade.
Enjoy it, Joker. If we're stuck here, we might as well let them pamper us.
Does it breach uniform regs if I get that on a cruise shirt? Because this is my favorite you have no choice ever.
Technically, this is a civilian ship. We're probably lucky you're still wearing pants.
Yeah, I'll save that for the off-hour cameras. Have an AI watch me 24/7. Jerks.
It is good to have Joker back. Joker is family to her, right? It's like a Shepard.
Got some pressure loss in the number 4 hydrogen tank. Lock it down, Edie.
I really think that Shepard looks at Joker like a younger brother, almost like Tally, right? Because there's crewmates, right? It's kind of weird, I guess, how the mentality works. Like with Kate Nolenko and Rex and Garrus, they were battle buddies, right? They were under her command. They were part of her family. But let's take Garrus for a second, all right? Garrus and Shepard are battle buddies. They're in the thick of it together. They're a different type of relationship than, say, Joker would be. Joker is more of like a younger brother. So is Tally. It's kind of weird trying to examine all those relationships, but Shepard have a father complex or a mother complex. I'm not sure how you'd want to equate it, but yeah, very much so. She had wonderful parents, right? Hannah Shepard and Jaden Shepard were fantastic parents, and she lost one of them. And now she goes around trying to make up for it by being what they were to those under her command. Even though, and this is the tragic part, she misses the biggest part about what they were because she's so obsessed with vengeance that she just kind of ignores the fact that that's the last thing her father would want from her. So, you know, human minds are complicated. Yeah, but no, though. But no. Alright, let's go talk to Edie.
Yes, Shepard.
Alright, so Shepard's like, alright, maybe I was too harsh before, maybe I flew off the cuff. I don't trust this thing. But should I trust it?
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
Again, I'm really liking the lighting overall. I think it makes Kelly look a little weird, but like, look at the blue reflection off her face. You never got that in the original game. It was so bright in here. In fact, that was one thing I really liked about the third game, was that everything was dimmer. I am so digging this.
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Okay. That's not concerning at all.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances, or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Yeah, I mean, Shepard kind of expected that.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
Excuse me.
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Of course you do. Hey, Makashi, redeemed Zone of Truth. What would you like me to answer, Makashi? While I go through this.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
Alright. What's your favorite non-story part of Mass Effect, i.e. score, gameplay, visuals? Non-story, so no plot, no narrative elements. My favorite part. Does world building count as favorite part? I'm guessing as story. Yeah, I guess it would. So not the world building. Probably the music. Probably the music. The visuals are fantastic. The gameplay is super fun. Like, I love the gameplay of Mass Effect. But the music, I'm a music connoisseur when it comes to this kind of stuff. Most of what I listen to are soundtracks for video games or movies, and Mass Effect 2 and 3 have some of the best out there. One's good, but one's much more synth vibe, and that's fine. But like 2's orchestral score is fantastic, and 3 just has really good music in it. There's a famous one everyone remembers, but just the level music is really good too. Like the music for a level that I can't say because spoilers. A certain moon that we go to pick up a certain crew, or no, actually to pick up a certain Primarch, shall we say. The music on that level was fantastic. Oh, hey, how's it going, Boz? It's so fun watching you play Mass Effect again. Your videos got me into it in Oblivion back in 2013 or 14 or so. Wow. Oh, it's been a long time. Thanks for joining me on the journey. I'm glad that you're here, hanging out, having a good time with me as we help Jaden navigate through life. This poor girl. I know that the chapter 2 of Mass Effect, or Infinity Story, is supposed to be the darkest, but I mean, we're starting in a really dark place here, guys. Like, Jaden's not doing well. It's difficult for me.
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the Elusive Man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
Mamaki, hi! Welcome to the stream. It's been a long time. Yes, we just started Mass Effect 2 today, and we're doing a 12-hour stream of it. Yeah, I kind of streamed 8 hours and finished Mass Effect 1 last week. Hi! Hey! I still have your book. Guys, Mamaki visited me once when she came to America and we went and ate at like an IHOP or something, and she gave me a book. Like a knowledge guide, not really like a tourist guide, but like a knowledge book of her home country, which I adore and I still have on my shelf over here. Memories. All right.
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
It
I
was
have a
5
block
years
that
ago.
prevents me from answering that question.
Of course you do.
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
All right, all right.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
All right. Let's go talk to other crewmates. Again, when it comes to the Codex, I don't know if I'm going to waste time on stream going through the whole Codex. Like, part of me feels like we should. Part of me feels like if you guys are interested in the Codex, there's like, just go to YouTube. The whole thing's there. I strongly suggest, if you have never played Mass Effect before, that you go through the Codex. There's so much there of value. Maybe we should. I mean, guys, it's a 12-hour stream. You know what? Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you all what. In about an hour, I should be eating lunch. We'll go through the Codex when I'm eating lunch. It's a 12-hour stream. Why not? Oh my God, Mass Effect with friends. Oh boy. Wow. I have a love-hate relationship with Mass Effect with friends. On the one hand, it was great. It was really fun. And it was fantastic. On the other hand, I'm glad I did it early in my career because it would have been almost impossible to really do later when I had more viewers without upsetting a lot of people. Oh, man. For anyone who doesn't know, Mass Effect with Friends was a playthrough of Mass Effect 1 and 2 that I did, where I had a different viewer join me every hour or two, and they got to make all the decisions. And I just had random people joining me because it was very small back then, and I didn't have a lot of viewers. Nowadays, I'm very careful about who I let on streams or my recordings because I've met a lot of people that I would not want on my stream. But back then, yeah, naive me. But I loved it. The Codex reading should be a reward? A reward for what? Oh, you mean like reading a section of the Codex, redeeming through squeaklies? No, I think I'm just gonna eat lunch and go through it all.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the armory, where small arms are maintained and upgraded. Using Omni-Tool, computer-aided design, and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
Very nice. I want to see what I have in my armory because I don't have weapons that I should have. I don't think I do. Yeah, all I have is the Avenger, the Mantis, the Shuriken, the Predator, and I can change the arc projector. So where are my DLC weapons? Where's my Maddock? That's what I really want. I want my Maddock, and I want my Phalanx heavy pistol. I want to know where these babies are. And don't tell me. I know they're somewhere in the game. I know they're here, but I probably have to buy them or find them or something. So, Yep, boss. I'm so happy with the exact same thing. When I started this game, I thought the same thing. I was like, Shepard is not going to wear Cerberus. It's Jaden Shepard. She'd rather run around the ship naked than wear a Cerberus uniform. So I'm very happy they have the hoodie. Yes, all the DLCs are in the Legendary Edition. And all those weapons I'm talking about are in the game. I know that for a fact. I just don't know how I get them. So I guess we'll learn.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
Do you?
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently.
He's not
or we'll
wrong.
all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
Yeah, so in the original Mass Effect 2, you get all the power weapons. So the Phalanx pistol, the Maddock, the Geth shotgun. I think that's it. Oh, and the Incisor sniper rifle. You get all those off just right off the bat. I like Jacob. I know, like, Jacob's people's least favorite because everyone finds him boring, but the characters people seem to find boring, I find well-adjusted individuals. Like, Jacob, like Caden, is someone who I'd like to be friends with in real life and just go hang out with. And his reasons are good. He's got a good head on his shoulders. He doesn't like a lot of Cerberus's past. Shepard's really happy to hear that. But he's trying to do the right thing. So, as far as Shepard's concerned, he's a bit gullible. But his heart seems to be in the right place, at least.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
So, yeah. No weapons yet. That's unfortunate. I want my Maddock. I want my Maddock, guys. I want it. I want it.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the elusive man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one linked to each world.
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the elusive man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the elusive man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
That's all for now.
Logging you out,
I
Shepard.
love that it is based off of real science. That is a thing. Quantum pairs, entangled pairs, do behave very similar to how she mentioned. However, we can't say that they'll do that despite no matter the distance because we haven't been able to get like we don't know if like one would do the same thing 8 light years from here. How would we test that? But we have no reason to believe it wouldn't because it behaves that way here in all the tests we've run. So we have no reason, knowing physics the way we do, to believe that it would behave differently. You think his side story is the weakest? I love his side story, Makashi. I think it's one of the best ones. Actually, I think they're all really good. I don't think there's a single... We'll just say loyalty missions, because it's not really going to spoil anything. I don't think there's a single loyalty mission that I don't very much enjoy in this game. Let me think for a second. Is there? Not really. Jax is, yeah, but still very important to our character development. No. I love every single loyalty mission. I thought they were all really well done. Grunts. Oh. I shouldn't be saying people's names. Let's just say, his is, it's kind of boring. Next
Commander,
level.
you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Have I? Have I received a new message? No, I haven't. Callie. Oh, hello, Eldritch. Welcome to the world of the living. It's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Shepard, the women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
I don't care, I go where I want. I removed it from the spoiler bar because I had more important things to track, like fish.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Shepard can relate to that. He's worried about his family. And I do think that Shepard is, after sleeping and crying a lot, is more dedicated to stopping the collectors now. Like at first, when she was talking to Tim, it was all background. It was white noise, right? But now that she sees it, she's talking to people. Okay, this is a threat. This is a threat that needs to be handled. But her big question is, why isn't the Alliance handling it? Really, I mean, Anderson's got to be on top of this, right? So as soon as she's done talking to everyone, she's going to go ask.
Commander, what can I do for you?
I agree, Makashi. I think that the whole point of Mass Effect 2, and it pulls it off extremely well, is to focus on the characters in the world. So you spend so much time getting to know so many characters and world locations and stuff, and not just your crew, but other things too, that when 3 happens, and the things in 3 happen, you're so invested because you care, right? I think that was the goal of 2, and I think it pulls it off perfectly.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I'm sorry. This is going to be a big contention. A lot of people think Cerberus is gray, you know? And I can talk about this now because we know enough to talk about this. A lot of people seem to, like, and I mean like people in real life are like, Cerberus isn't a bad guy. They're like an anti-hero. They're not evil. They're just harsh in their methods. Guys. Bubby. They destroyed Toombs' squad by leading them into Thresher Maws just to see what would happen, and then they tortured Toombs just to see what would happen. They unleashed Rachni on the world because they thought that they could control them. They unleashed Thorian creepers because they thought they could control them. They killed Admiral Kahoku because he was onto them for killing his squad for no reason. These people are really bad. I don't know how people sit there and go, no, it's fine, they're gray.
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
I'm sorry, is she supposed to think that makes things better? Look how Shepard's standing, her arms all swole to the side like she's just finished lifting, bro.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
Uh-huh.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Alright.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
So, Shepard doesn't like Miranda, or didn't at the very first, and she's trying to understand her better, but she's very disturbed by the idea that Miranda seems to think of herself as nothing but a tool, right? In that conversation, I'm here because I was genetically modified to be cool and good at everything, and that's why everyone uses me. Like, the way she says it isn't narcissistic, right? It's not, I'm better than you. Aha, aha. It's more like, I'm better than you, but I didn't earn it. Like, that's what I get from that conversation. Oh, Eldridge, you'll be happy to know they've all been removed, as far as I understand. There are no more copious amounts of mugshots.
Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doily.